What's going on, guys? We're back playing ranked seasons. Looks like we got a top 20 showdown on our hands here. Stunner 773's got Chris Sale on the mound, Griffey, Pujols, Chipper, and Mike Piazza. Running with three Immortals as well. I'm not a huge fan of going up against Chris Sale. Let's just put it that way. If there's one pitcher I don't want to see, it's Chris Sale. But we start the game off with the base hit up the middle with the creative player. Got him playing second base. I just feel like second base is lacking this year when it comes to decent players, I should say. Like, there's maybe two other second basemen that I've used, and one of them was live series Brian Dozier. I didn't think Jackie Robinson looked all that great. I mean, he would be great if this was 16 or 17 we're talking about here, but as everybody knows, MLB 18, if you don't have power, it's that card's almost useless. So, at least for my experiences anyway, like every card I've had to use, if they don't have power, you're not going to do very well with them online. Third inning here, still nothing. And who's up to bat right now? Looks like we brought Johnny Bench in for Willie Stargell. Whenever I'm facing a lefty, I always bring Johnny Bench in because he's got like 125. I think he's maxed out in power versus lefties. So, still working on Babe Ruth. That's probably where I'm going to put him at first base for the time being. Working on Vlad Guerrero as well. I'm almost done. I got maybe 3 or 4 teams left to complete before I'll have Vlad. So, we'll be sitting pretty good with the Immortals. And he hangs a slider over the middle here. Johnny Bench takes him deep. We go up 1-0. I had a feeling this was going to probably be a low-scoring game, which it was for the most part. Ended up getting a base hit here with CC Sabathia. I thought I was late on this one, but I wasn't. I think I might have been just late. But then we get another base hit up the middle here with Mike Trout. Brings in the speedy CC Sabathia from second base. Go up 2-0. CC, that's one card that I'm been really happy with lately. I've used him online. This is probably I think I'm like 6-0 with him online now. He was just somebody I was going to try out since I had to go through his program to get to Nolan Ryan's. So figured, what the hell, might as well try him out. He's got pretty good attributes. His hits per nine is probably, I think, as low as at like 79. So I was a little bit worried about that, but the times I've used him online, I've done really well with him. So if you're planning on going for Nolan Ryan and you have CC Sabathia, I'd definitely give him a shot because he hasn't disappointed me yet. We're in the fourth inning here, still 2-0, and he gets a strikeout here against Adrian Beltre. Change up on the outside of the plate. It wasn't really where I wanted to put it, but and we get another strikeout here. I think he had 5 total this game. Strikeouts are a little bit harder to come by, as most of you probably know this year. So getting even 5 strikeouts a game sometimes can feel like an accomplishment. Not really sure what happened there. Yeah, he's got a good variety of pitches as well. I think he's got a four-seam, sinker, changeup, curveball, and a slider. He's got really good break too, and his velocity is not too bad. I think it's like 95, 96 on his four seam. So yeah, he's been a really good pitcher. I just finished the Cubs collection a little bit ago, and I got Bruce Sutter. That's one closing pitcher that I don't like seeing as well this year. His splitter's nasty. I don't like facing him at all. So got him in the bullpen now. Can't wait. Probably the next game I play, if I got to bring somebody in from the bullpen, I'll probably bring him in first just to give him a shot. I think I used him in BR maybe once or twice. I really liked him. He's only got 3 pitches, but I mean, his splitter, you can throw it almost exclusively and still have success with it. Got another debut game coming up as well. It was I want to say Chipper Jones' first game. I have that one. I'm ready to upload that here within the next day or so. I just got to do a little bit of editing to the video to shorten it up a little bit, and I'll have that video coming soon as well. It was kind of a slow-paced game. I mean, it was basically pitching back and forth most of the game is really all it was. And I was kind of surprised by that because I know this guy's I think he's like 4th overall right now in the lifetime ranking. So I was coming into the game, and then here he brings in Phil Niekro, which I absolutely do not get whatsoever. Someone this good, I'm sorry, I'm putting him on blast. I don't even care if you're that high in the rankings and you bring in Phil Niekro because people have issues with hitting knuckleballs. I don't so much. I mean, I didn't really score any runs off of him, but I was still getting base hits. But you should not be bringing in Phil Niekro. I mean, come on. Like, this game already has an issue with the PCI not ending up where it's supposed to in the first place, and then you bring in somebody like this. Like, that's just, I think it's kind of a bitch move, honestly. But whatever you got to do to win, I guess. And like I have actually, speaking of the PCI issues that I just mentioned, I recorded maybe 10 of my last games and was just going through on situations where I thought I squared the ball up pretty well, and the ball either was hit into the ground or didn't travel the way it should have. And there was a lot of instances where the PCI was squared up perfectly and the ball just died in the infield or didn't go very far at all when it should have been a line drive at least. I'm still going through some games, and I want to have that posted here hopefully by this week sometime. But like I said, I got a lot of games I'm going through. I'm just kind of like running trials on games just to see really how frequently it's happening. But so far it's happening quite a bit. Even when I was doing the editing for this video here, there were a few times where I hit a ground ball or hit the ball in the dirt and slowed the PCI down just to see where it actually was. And there was at least 5 times this game where where it was squared up perfectly with good timing, and then the feedback shows up and the PCI isn't where. This was actually an example right here. When I was editing this part of the video with that double play I just hit into, PCI was squared up absolutely perfectly, and it was bounced to first base. So that was just an example. Like I said, I'll once I do post that video, I'm gonna slow everything down just so you guys can see like really where the PCI is when I'm swinging and where it's showing up on the feedback, because sometimes it's like not even close. But it's been an issue so far this year. So hopefully, I'm sure San Diego Studios is aware of the state the hitting is in right now, and hopefully can get that addressed either with a patch or by MLB 19. I really hope this doesn't happen again next year. And we got Eric Gagne in here in the 9th inning, just struck out Albert Pujols on a curveball. I think his curveball is one of the nastiest pitches in this game. And down to the final strike and final out of the game. They got Chipper Jones up right here. He's been swinging out a lot of stuff down in the zone, so if he's gonna keep swinging at it, I'm gonna keep throwing it there. Throw a splitter, and he pops it up to center field. Griffey makes a play, and that's ball game. And like I said, Phil Niekro, I mean, come on, man. Like, someone this good should not have to do that, but it's whatever. We got the W. CC's the Bathiest player of the game, 5 strikeouts. Only allowed 3 hits. All 3 of those hits were to Griffey, as you can see. Like I said, I'll have some more debut games coming up soon, and I will see you guys later. Peace.